हेलो दोस्तों, मैं हूं स्मिता कुमार और आप देख रहे हैं आपका अपना हेल्थ केयर चैनल मेडी सर्कल। क्या आप जानते हैं एस्थमा बच्चों में पाई जाने वाली सबसे पुरानी आम बीमारी है। चौंकाने वाली बात यह है कि कोविड का एस्थमा के पेशेंट्स पे काफ़ी कम प्रकोप देखा गया है। साथ ही साथ बड़ों की तुलना में बच्चों में एस्थमा के केसेस ज़्यादा देखे गए हैं। बड़ों में जहां इसका प्रतिशत करीब 7.7 यानी 7.7% है, बच्चों में इसके केसेस 9.4% है। पुरुषों और महिलाओं की अगर बात की जाए तो पुरुषों की तुलना में महिलाओं में एस्थमा के केसेस ज़्यादा देखे जा रहे हैं। पुरुषों में जहां इसका प्रतिशत करीब 7% है, महिलाओं में एस्थमा के केसेस करीब 9.2 यानी 9.2% है। 3 मई 2021 की एक रिपोर्ट के अनुसार 2021 में एस्थमा से करीब 262 मिलियन लोग यानी 262 मिलियन लोगों को प्रभावित किया है, अफेक्ट किया है। एयर क्वालिटी हम सब के लिए बहुत मायने रखती है। एस्थमा पेशेंट्स के लिए एयर क्वालिटी और भी ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट हो जाती है। एयर क्वालिटी की खराब होने की वजह से एस्थमा पेशेंट्स को काफ़ी दिक्कतों का सामना करना पड़ता है। एयर क्वालिटी के खराब होने के कई कारण हो सकते हैं, जैसा कि पोल्यूशन और अर्बनाइजेशन। इसलिए यह जानना और भी ज़रूरी है कि डॉक्टर इस बारे में क्या राय रखते हैं। मेडी सर्कल आपके पास लेकर आता है सीधे राइट इन्फॉर्मेशन डॉक्टर्स और एक्सपर्ट्स की जुबानी। तो आइए डॉक्टर से ही जानते हैं कि वो क्या टिप्स है जिसे अपनाकर हम एस्थमा के अटैक से बच सकते हैं और एस्थमा को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं। स्टे हेल्दी, स्टे ट्यून टू मेडी सर्कल।
Asthma is an inflammation and obstruction of the bronchial tubes, passage that allow air to enter and leave the lungs. During an asthma attack, muscles surrounding bronchial tubes constrict, narrowing the air passage, making it difficult to breathe. The duration of attack may vary depending upon the cause. At MediCircle, on the occasion of World Asthma Day, we are speaking to eminent pulmonologists, respiratory therapists, and pediatricians to build awareness regarding respiratory-related diseases and their available treatments. Hi, this is Sana Khan, and today in this initiative, we're going to speak to Dr. Abhijit Ahuja. Dr. Abhijit is an interventional pulmonologist practicing in various hospitals in Mumbai, which include Sefi Hospital, Bhatia Hospital, and Surshut Hospital. He holds the European Diploma in Respiratory Medicine and has presented various papers in national and international conferences. Please welcome Dr. Abhijit to MediCircle. Hello, doctor. How are you?
Hi, Sana. I'm doing well. How about you?
We're fine. Hope, thankfully. Okay. So, Dr. Abhijit, what is asthma and what causes it?
So, asthma, as you rightly described in the introduction, is a disease in which your air passage is inflamed because of exposure to a allergen. As most of the people who have asthma are also having a lot of allergies.
Okay.
This swelling of the air passages causes difficulty to breathe, which results in a noisy breathing, which is called as wheezing, chronic cough, and mostly which is accompanied by sputum production.
Okay. So, doctor, what are the early signs and symptoms of it?
Usually, asthma can present either at childhood or even and when the person has already turned an adult.
Okay.
It usually begins with difficulty to breathe, shortness of breath, either even on walking or doing your daily activities.
Okay.
Chronic cough, which gives rise to sputum or mucus production,
Okay.
as well as chest tightness, which is usually the first symptom that comes in many patients.
Mm-hmm. And how can we prevent an asthma attack?
So, asthma attack, what if I would want to first explain what it means? It means that you start feeling these symptoms and it makes it very difficult for you to function in your daily activities, whether it is just going to work or even doing your daily household work.
Okay.
This means your asthma is worse off, and the only way to prevent an attack is to remain very strictly adherent to your medications or use the rescue inhaler if it has been prescribed to you by your doctor.
Okay. Dr. Abhijit, do asthmatics have to take extra precautions to prevent this situation currently we're facing, that is COVID?
So there is no correlation between asthmatics getting COVID as opposed to normal patients.
Right.
So an asthmatic is as vulnerable to getting COVID as any other person who doesn't have asthma itself.
Okay.
The only precaution that we usually tell the patients to take is to be regular with their medications, be in touch with their doctors, because sometimes the symptoms overlap. You might feel your asthma is getting worse, so you just end up taking more inhalers, or the other ways around, where you've got COVID and you're actually feeling breathless because of it, and it's not down to your asthma. So basically, what you need to do is be regular with your medications and be in touch with your doctor. This will keep you at bay from COVID.
Okay. And don't you think that the respiratory problems and all these issues that a person faces might create some anxiety, because people are confused with the asthmatic attacks and the breathlessness that happens during COVID situation if a patient is positive?
So this is what you need to be in touch with your doctor about.
Okay.
If you take your medications regularly and you're still at bay, you're feeling comfortable, that means your asthma as well as your lung condition is doing okay. But even if in spite of taking your medications regularly, you're still feeling the need of using an inhaler more than usual,
Right.
that would mean it's either the COVID that is acting up, or your asthma is actually out of control too. So in both ways, all you need to do is basically, first of all, be vigilant about the kind of symptoms that you're facing.
Right.
Be regular with your medications, and then get in touch with your doctor. Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I also usually find this question coming up very often with my patients who are asthmatics and are on usually inhalers, which is a mainstay of the treatment.
Right.
Is that the inhalers contain steroids, and whether they should be taking these steroids because they feel that in COVID you would be more susceptible to the disease because of prolonged steroid use.
Right.
Well, steroids are also the mainstay or one of the main drugs which are being used for COVID.
Okay.
And this treatment, especially for keeping your asthma under check, the inhaled corticosteroids that we prescribe, do not put you at a higher risk of contracting the disease. It is not immunosuppressant. Or if you've been using the inhaler for a long period of time, wouldn't mean that you were more susceptible to COVID. So you should just continue to use your inhaler regularly or as advised by your doctor.
Even when you're COVID positive?
Yes, yes.
Right? Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Abhijit, for coming to our show and giving us your valuable time and sharing your insights with us and our viewers today. It has been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. And you guys at MediCircle are doing a wonderful job. And I would look forward to some more such interactions between us.
Sure, it will be our pleasure, sir. Thank you so much.